It's Madden NFL 24, and we've got the Shamrocks leader at quarterback. He's coming off a very nice showing of an even 400 yards. It's the Shamrocks and the Blues, and it's coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us north of the border in the beautiful city of Toronto, Canada. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Dublin Shamrocks taking on the Blues of Toronto. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Toronto ball club as they interplay here. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Dubliner, training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
I think his task in this game is really simple. Eliminate the turnovers. He threw 2 interceptions last week. I can't believe I led with that because he had 3 touchdown passes.
Right.
So there's a lot of good that he did. But he's got to take care of the ball better. The ball has to go to guys wearing the jerseys that they're wearing this week, not the opposition.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook that can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 7 catches, 107 yards, and the touchdown.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that he's off to a hot start here in this first month, and those are the kind of performances you expect to see going forward.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. Well, what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. He'll drop to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And a glance here at the veteran who will be leading them. Now in his 8th year in the NFL.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there was also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. The numbers for him from a week ago: 7 catches, 97 yards, and a touchdown.
And they think they have a matchup advantage in this one. They're going to try and find some space for him to work and make sure he touches the football.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 7 yards there and a first down.
The 35-yard line. A gain of 7. And a Dublin first down.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. But you look at this defense. They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
You have to like the way that they've played in the first month. They have to be very proud being a top 10 unit against the pass. Their goal, though, in this one, see if they can improve that ranking.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's second down and 8. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Now we'll throw here to his running back. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Now back to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. So nothing doing there. And now it's third and 4. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? In the West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Now a first and 10 at the 11. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
At the 11-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Looking to throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up fourth.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll make it 3-0 here in the first. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. Early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And to the 43, so down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Dublin with the football here to begin the second quarter. Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll drop to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Toronto's offense ready to take over. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Now a 2nd and 2. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
And on now is the punter, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Taken in at the 22. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far, here in the second quarter. Ball on the 36 now. Here's second down and 1. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. That's out to the left, flat and complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 11 yards on the pickup there.
First down, Dublin.
Back to throw here. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's brought down. Right back to him for 10 more and a first.
It's a gain of 10. And the Dublin first down.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. They'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat. Complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down, but offensively they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
So they get the 3. It was 4th and 1, and I think you were doing what I was doing. I was looking down at the sideline. I'm not sure the offensive unit wanted the 3. They wanted to go for it.
But when have we ever seen a unit that didn't want to go for it in that situation,
That's true.
right? Sometimes it's just way more important to have the points on the board than to worry about any type of a gamble.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Gets around him. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. They'll set up a throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. And they bring their punter out there now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First down, Shamrocks.
And he's got his man on the out route. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up second and 12. Back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Shamrocks are able to add on to that lead. Boy, he's so tough to stop with his size and his hands, and there against man coverage, he just ate that up.
Remember when we were talking before the game? All I kept saying about the guy was mismatch. This guy is something, isn't he?
Well, he really is a mismatch because, you know, we talk about this a lot, CD, but who are you going to put on him? A defensive back, a linebacker, no matter who it is, he seems to have the advantage.
Yeah, and if you want to double him or triple him, that means someone else should work their way open. This guy can break down defenses.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Toronto's offense ready to take over. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. First and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
A gain of 4.
Second and 6.
Second and 6.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. First down now, but that clock rolling.
First down.
They'll look to throw here. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down.
Second down and 10.
They'll look to throw again. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Here's second and 3. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
The tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight.
Fighting through it, he's got space. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
This is caught. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's third and goal. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Third and goal.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. So a conservative decision there, but it does put him on the board.
And I know the players hate it and the coaches hate it, but sometimes you just got to take the points when they're there. Sometimes a field goal is pretty darn good.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as we say goodbye to September and take a look around the NFL here on this first day of October. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, and we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The question to be asked, where does this game go from here as we are back at it now on EA Sports? And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
And the Dublin first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown. A great effort there. 53 yards. And the Shamrocks had 6 to their lead. Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guy's covering, take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by him. And once he's by him, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he left me a long time ago.
Come on now.
Trust me.
Taken at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
At the 24-yard line.
Now an option play on second down. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. Well, you know, most quarterbacks, when you talk about their big playability, you talk about the arm, but this, an absolutely huge play with a leg.
And also with his mind, because he had to see this play develop in order to make the decision to keep it and run. And how about
him looking up and seeing the seas part for him once he got past the line of scrimmage. My first thought, I think he can go all the way, and I'm trying not to take over. Your call of this play, partner.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And they'll run again, but he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
And now down 3 scores. I don't think there's any decision at all. You've got to go for it because you don't know how many more times you're going to get an opportunity. Field goals, they're not going to cut it in this situation.
And his kick here is good. And that will close the gap down to 14. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Dublin's offense now set to take over. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now this throw caught left side. Unable to corral him. He fights through. Look at the big fella go. And all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Shamrocks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Toronto's offense ready to take over. They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game where one team's coming down and hitting 3s, and you're coming back and getting 2s, and you steadily lose ground. In this situation, you're talking about touchdowns to field goals. They want to put in the end zone and put those 6s on the board.
Yeah, they've been settling. That's why they're down on the scoreboard right now. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Hands it off out of the gun. And some nifty running there. Ultimately, it doesn't get him a whole lot, but it does take him to the 45. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
So they bring out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They're just looking for more of the same. Great first half so far. Good second half. And sometimes I guess maybe, Charles, these coaches, they don't have to tell these guys much. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will be cut down to 14. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
2nd and 4. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
It's 2nd and inches.
Off the RPO, he completes it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
1st down, Dublin.
Back to throw again. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
The throw right sideline here is complete. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. That one goes for 8 yards. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll set up to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown from 8 yards out. And the Shamrocks get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in right around the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Toronto's offense ready to take over. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a quick throw here that's complete.
Complete to number 18. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now 2nd and 3. Welcome back to Toronto. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
That one throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. He'll drop to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
37-yard line.
Looking to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That'll give them 8 that time, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 29-yard line.
And he's going to use his legs here. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line.
Holding offense.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. This offense so far on third down, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll try and run the option. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed he did not. They stop him. They come up short here on 4th down. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. And a design QB run in that spot, maybe trying to catch the defense off guard a bit. It didn't work, though.
Again, we're seeing that college influence come into the NFL. Quarterback run game on 4th down. We didn't see that very much in the previous years in the NFL.
No, seeing it more, saw it there, did not work out. Turnover on downs. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Now 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it could be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
64 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And it brings up 3rd down.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Toronto's offense ready to take over. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
That's a gain of 3.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. Back to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Pressure comes and down he goes. They get to him for a loss of 4, And it brings up third down on the sack. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. And it's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up fourth. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. 2nd and 2. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. They'll look to throw again. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal.
On play action, they'll throw. And this is going to be intercepted. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Dublin's offense now set to take over. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half.